Hello everyone and welcome back to the Green Developer channel. First of all, I want to wish all of you out there a very happy year 2021. I know last year was probably really difficult for most of you out there, and so in the spirit of maybe leaving 2020 behind and looking forward to the next year and what it can bring us, I decided I would make today's video about what I want to do with the year that's coming ahead and what my goals are, what I plan to achieve. Now, first of all, I'm really happy to be back. If you followed my video, you probably were aware that over the last 2.5 weeks I haven't posted anything and I haven't followed my regular upload schedule of uploading one video a week. I honestly had a video planned for the last 2 Fridays like I usually do. So what ended up happening is I was actually editing a video on the 24th of December and planning to, release it on my normal schedule on the 25th of December. And I wasn't really feeling it, as you would kind of expect on the 24th of December. And so I kind of took a step back, looked at it, and was like, yeah, I don't think it's really worth it to be working on that. And so I decided to take a little bit of time off, hopefully helping me, take that step back and think about what my plans for 2021 would be and how I would achieve them. And with that, the first kind of conclusion I eventually came to was that I don't want to follow a strict uploading schedule over the next year on the YouTube channel. What ended up happening last year is I kind of fell into the routine and decided for myself that I wanted to publish one video every Friday to kind of keep a schedule and, make sure that I would publish a certain amount of videos and, keep the content going and whatnot. But what ended up happening is that I think it pushed me away from doing some of the projects that I would want to do and some of the things I would want to talk about. And it kind of just, sapped me of a bit of my creativity and, in regards to what I wanted to work on and what I wanted to share on this channel. I kind of fell into the idea of trying to always be, brainstorming and writing scripts and preparing for videos and stuff like that, and kind of forcing the issue of having something to talk about. And it didn't turn out too bad in the end, but I think in some aspects I could have spent my time a little bit better to make sure that I would, get content out there that was a lot more in line with what I wanted to do, and that would feel a lot more worthwhile to be working. So over the next year, or at least the first few months of the year, what I'm planning on doing is letting go completely of having a rigid uploading schedule. And what that means is, I think overall what will happen is most likely we'll come out to about 1 video a week. Maybe sometimes 2 videos 1 week and then nothing for a week, just so that I can, more easily follow my creative process and work on things that matter to me and make sure that the videos that come out the other end are worthwhile and enjoyable for all of you. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that over the last summer I spent a lot of time vlogging the process of working on some of my indie apps. And what kind of happened when I tried to force myself to follow a schedule and upload more videos and things like that is that I kind of let that go because I was too stuck in that process of always be creating videos and things like that. And what will happen, hopefully, with having a little bit looser of a schedule and looser of a creative process, is that I can go back to working on those vlogs, taking the time that I need to work on actually building apps and work on those indie projects that I care about so much. So with that, obviously one of the goals for the year is to get back into doing regular or semi-regular vlog uploads. I won't be vlogging every single thing I do in my development process on the apps I'll be working on, but I'll try to, slip in glimpses or weeks or days and whatnot every now and then about what the process is like and what my days are like, and hopefully keep pushing myself so that I complete those projects that I care about. And since we're talking about YouTube right now, let's jump right into what my goals for YouTube is as a whole for the next year. First of all, and it's kind of a wide goal, but I'm hoping to reach between 2,000 and 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's kind of a big range, but it's also kind of difficult to assume what numbers will be like on YouTube for a whole year. YouTube's kind of a weird beast in that aspect. It's kind of hard to predict, but that's my loose goal. Just something to keep me focused, and at the current rate that, I'm publishing videos and the current numbers of views I have, it's something that should be, easily attainable. And so because of that, it's just going to keep me kind of on track to keep publishing videos and make sure that, I keep working hard at this YouTube thing. I also want to go back at some point during the year to doing a couple live streams every now and then so that I can interact with all of you guys more directly. I did it a couple times a little bit earlier in the year, but what happens is that I'm using a pretty old machine, and so it's kind of difficult and became kind of irritating to actually work on projects while I was live streaming. So hopefully what can happen during the next year is I can invest into upgrading my computer at some point during the future, probably to an M1 Mac because they're fairly affordable for the power that they bring, and from then, you know, start live streaming every now and then again, so that, like I said, I can keep sharing with you guys, answer your questions more directly, and, you know, give you a little bit of an idea of how it is while I'm actually working on projects, whether it's designing or creating apps or maybe editing videos, who knows. And along with that, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I set up a couple months ago a Patreon channel, and for the next year, one of my goals is to find some ways to make it enticing for some of the people that watch this channel to want to support me on Patreon. Reach something like $50 to, I don't know, $100 a month, just a little base so that I can, you know, reinvest in the channel and, you know, do things like upgrade my computer so I can live stream, upgrade the camera equipment so the vlogs are better quality and things like that. And at the same time, allow me to have like a direct connection to a sub-sample of the people that watch these videos. Try different types of videos like courses and things like that I can share on that Patreon, where I can, you know, spend a little bit more time working on them because I know there's a clear, you know, revenue path that comes from there. That way I can try new things, ask for opinions, and things like that, and really grow the channel in the direction that these people would like it to go. iOS more directly, what I want to be working on and my goals are for this year is to publish at least 2 utility apps within the next year. I have ideas for apps that I have not started working on yet, one of them being one of those that I want to be able to publish this year. And I also want to go back, maybe hopefully when the pandemic has gone down a little bit and there is no more lockdown where I am, and I want to go back to the project that I was working on last summer so that I can complete that and maybe test it out while actually going out and publish that by the end of the year too. I want one of these 2 apps to be written completely in SwiftUI just because, you know, I want to keep up with what's going on with that. It's probably nowhere near being ready to be used in industry at large, but, you know, if I can get a little glimpse of how it is to actually publish a SwiftUI app from start to finish, I think it'd be a really cool learning experience for me. Hopefully you have some goals for the year as well. If you have anything you'd like to share, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your projects and, you know, what you aim to accomplish within the next 12 months. I'd be really happy to read about it. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. As always, if you did, you can hit the subscribe button to be notified when I post new content. You can also hit the like button if you would like to. It does help the channel tremendously. And if you would like to support this channel even more, there's a link to my Patreon channel down below. Either way, I will see you all in the next video. And until then, take care.